Meet someone who thinks this Friday the 13th will be one of the luckiest days ever. Coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Myrtle Beach Herald. We're focused on the 4th annual Wish Ball to be held this Friday night at 8 at the Dunes Club. And we're visiting with Mary Jo Rogers, one of the Make-A-Wish Foundation's active volunteers. Good morning, Mary Jo.
Good morning, Greg. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for coming in at 7. There's so much going on. To think we're about 100 hours away from the big event this Friday night.
Oh, we're going to have the best time.
Are you getting juiced?
Oh, I'm so ready.
Really?
So ready, yes.
This is stuff. Y'all are getting auction items and other things all year round.
We really are. We spend about probably 9 months out of the year focusing on this event. And, you know, we have several other events during the year that take up a little bit of the focus. But this is our premier fundraiser for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
It is a big deal. Having Barbara Graham with us, and I think you actually opened that door for us to get Barbara Graham in here a couple of weeks ago, highlighting the event. Knowing it was still a couple of weeks out, and it was just great learning about the event, and to think that this is the only one in the country.
Yes, and Barbara is a fantastic chairperson for this. She, you know, she just truly believes it, and she's just a great front person for this kind of an event.
Yeah, very definitely. How are you feeling about? I mean, have y'all gotten all the auction items lined up?
Oh, things are going great.
Okay.
Our ticket sales are going very well. We still have some tickets available, but they are going well. We have some great auction items. We have Barbara, as a matter of fact, is up in New York right now with the owners of Foxy Lady, who are a wonderful sponsor of this event, and they are talking with some designers about donating some designer outfits, dresses primarily, sorry gentlemen, but for the ladies, to auction off for this event. So we're going to have some designer originals there, which will be just fantastic.
So folks could donate auction items until when?
Absolutely,
Today,
up until
tomorrow?
Thursday.
Thursday, okay,
absolutely,
great,
until Thursday.
Okay.
And aside from the dresses, we have things like market umbrellas for your backyard, and we have trips, and you know, a week in Fort Lauderdale. I know that that's been donated, and oh gosh, golf and restaurant packages, all kinds of wonderful, you know, wine selections, various beverage selections. So we've got some great auction items.
One of the great things that Barbara highlighted was it's not necessarily black tie, and that folks that come in, and so one of the great things for us, our viewers in the PD and southeastern North Carolina, can come down and make it a weekend. Absolutely.
I mean, it's a great weekend. Stay at the Marriott or one of the hotels nearby. And you know, you can go black tie optional. A lot of the ladies will be wearing short dresses. The men can wear a suit. So, you know, you can pull out some finery that you don't normally wear because, you know, there's not a lot of black tie optional events here in Myrtle Beach.
No,
so,
not in August.
So that'll make it, that'll make it really fun. And, you know, of course, being August, it'll be a lot cooler to be in some shorter attire for the ladies, and like I said, coat and tie for the guys. I can't help you there, but you know, anyway, so that'll make it really nice for everybody.
Mary Jo, if you were asked to head off to work right now, what would be a number that they could call either to buy a ticket or to even offer an auction item?
For any information, they can call 267-4955.
Okay, that's 843-267-4955.
Yes.
So if you were interested in driving in from Laurinburg or Red Springs, who can come in again, make it a weekend, they just call 843-267-4955.
And that's my number, so they'll reach me directly, and I'd be happy to help them with any information they need.
And if they catch your voicemail, just to leave a message?
I'll call them right back. Absolutely.
Good.
Now, if for some reason it's just impossible to reach me, any Foxy Lady store too has information.
Right. The Foxy Ladies. That's, you said Paula Bennick's up in New York today.
Absolutely,
but I'm sure they'll be back pretty quick.
They will.
Let's hope they make it back, my God.
Well, they're going from there to Las Vegas to a shoe show, so you may never see them again. I just don't know.
Yeah, Mary Jo, how exciting. You know, I was even more excited knowing we're getting you in and just to have seen. I'm so thankful you put a couple of things down on paper to highlight. You were chairman of the board of the Better Business Bureau of Coastal Carolinas. President-elect for Grand Strand Optimist Club. Of course, I know your position with the Heart Association as the auction chairman for this year's Heart Ball in February.
You and I are going to be working hard this year for the Heart Ball.
You and Lance will be working it. That's right. I'm less involved this year, but we're still real active, absolutely. And Tammy Eves is coming in later this week to highlight the upcoming Heart Walk. The Heart Walk on October 16th. Real quick about yourself. Are you originally from the area?
I grew up in Raleigh. Moved to the eastern part of North Carolina to go to school, and then ended up down on the coastal part of North Carolina and came from there to here. But my claim to fame is that I was born in Charleston, so
Ooh,
I am a
yeah.
South Carolinian.
Is that north of Broad, south of Broad? What's that thing?
Well, I was born
Yeah.
in Ropa Hospital.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Okay,
so I
yeah.
am a true
The real
Charlestonian.
thing,
Absolutely.
yes. How exciting.
Yeah.
Do you still have any family down in Charleston? Or?
No, all my family's in Southport, in eastern North Carolina. So,
Okay.
So still on the coast, though.
Right.
We're all coastal people. So
You were an entire Carolina person. Have you
I
spent
am.
any time out of the Carolinas?
I have not.
Not a bit?
North and South Carolina. This is as far as I've ranged.
That's huge, Mary
Yeah.
Jo. How exciting. Well, we love knowing that we get a Carolina person on and that that epitomizes Carolina people well.
Absolutely.
That's great. So, born in Charleston, raised in Raleigh, attended school in eastern North Carolina, and
I
then
did.
down to Charlotte to Myrtle.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you like about the coast?
Oh, the water, of course. Now, my husband's in the yacht business, so obviously we can't live
Yeah.
anywhere else.
That's
But,
right.
but you know, just being able to step outside your door and walk on the beach is a privilege that nobody else has that doesn't live on the coast, and you just can't take that for granted. It's such an amazing privilege for us.
You said your husband's in the yacht business.
He is.
Obviously, the focus isn't on yachts, but I mean, y'all could live anywhere for that. I mean,
Well, we could. I mean,
yeah,
we have a
'cause
little
your
playhouse
clients
down in
don't all live on
that's true.
on the coast.
We have a playhouse in Fort Lauderdale, so we're down there a good bit. But truthfully, you know, being on the coast is where the people assume that a yacht broker's going to live, and
Right.
of course, my husband would have it no other way either because he loves the beach as much as I do. So, but he does sell all over the country.
Yeah.
I mean, he shipped boats to Washington State, and actually even shipped one overseas. So,
Really?
Yeah.
How exciting for
Yeah.
him. And that must be exciting for you all to talk about that.
well, it's a
Very
great
interesting.
business. I mean, you know, he'll call me up and say, "Guess where I am?" And
Right.
I'll ask him, "Okay, where are you?" And I'm on the waterway on a boat, and I'm
yeah.
working.
Oh, yeah.
And when I'm in my office, that makes me sad. But
Now, Mary Jo, I understand there's a big marina about to kick off. Obviously, the Barefoot Resort's got something. Grand
yeah,
Dunes,
Barefoot's got a marina. Grand Dunes has a marina. There's a lot going on the marina side of the world, so you'll see a lot more boats up and down the Grand Strand, I think.
Should be very exciting
Yeah,
for
very
yacht
exciting.
brokers
Yes,
as well.
absolutely,
Wow,
for
I
his
did not
business.
know your husband was a yacht broker.
Yep.
That's very exciting. That's very exciting. What prompted you to get involved with the Better Business Bureau?
Well, John Trudeau is a good friend of mine who I actually met through the Optimist Club, and we were members. Our company was a member of the Better Business Bureau, and John approached me and asked if I would be interested in having more involvement. So I started as a board member 3 years ago, and you know, it's just a great organization. A lot of protections for consumers, protections for other business, fair business practice, ethics, all the things that I think we as business people in this community need to understand and really live by. And so I agreed to help with that, and then ended up as chairperson, as most of us
yeah.
do, you know, when you're in an organization like that. You
Right.
rotate through, so.
And of course, one of the claims to fame that I'm not sure if a heck of a lot of folks know about you is obviously your long tenure as a kickboxing instructor.
Yes.
How long have you been doing that, Mary
I've been
Jo?
doing that for about 4 years.
Okay.
Been teaching and teaching for 4 years, taking classes, you know, back to when Jane Fonda started doing aerobics. But really got my certification as a kickboxing instructor before I started teaching. And Denny Starr was the one that certified me.
Denny Starr.
You'll
Yeah.
hear that name around town if you haven't
I just
already.
saw something about him on GS magazine.
You
that
did.
just came out.
You
There was a little
did. He's
article. I
opening a
picked it
new
up,
fitness center.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be not teaching kickboxing at his gym, but maybe helping out with a class or two here and there.
Right.
And then I also teach at American Athletic Club on 38th Avenue, which is a great facility.
And you do a lot of weightlifting.
I do some weightlifting classes.
Okay,
They're
you
choreographed
give
to music.
classes.
You know.
Oh, come on.
Oh yeah.
Choreographed to music.
That's the only way you can
How
get
do you
women to lift
weights?
weights,
You
Greg.
break your foot.
It's the
you know,
only
drop
way.
it.
Well, you don't move your
Okay,
feet. You just move
okay.
your hands and your,
Uh-huh.
you know, squats and stuff. But it's the only way you can get women to lift weights is to get them in a class with some music. And it's really a great thing for women. I mean,
Yeah,
it's so
all
healthy.
ladies.
No, I mean, we have some guys, the smart guys that know that all the women are in class.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But the long and the short of it is, if you're going to get women to lift weights, do it and choreograph it and give them some music, and then they wanna come and keep doing it. It keeps it interesting.
Now, was it a typo when I saw on the thing you put together a little bit about yourself? It said step and cardio combat. Was
Cardio
that a
combat.
typo?
That is not a typo.
It's
Absolutely.
combat. It wasn't like combination. I mean,
and
this is
basically,
combat.
is like, you know, like boot camp training, like the police and the Marines and the Army would do. Of course, we're not Marines. We're a bunch of little girls, you know, but we have a great time doing it. And so it's drills mainly, you know, push-ups and you know, jumping jacks, things like that that are, you know, just combat related. So. the full contact comes in the kickboxing
now,
classes.
Now, does Scott Plyler know this? You're a step and cardio combat instructor?
I see Scott in the gym all the time.
Oh, yeah, I bet that's right. I bet you do.
I do.
He's a smart guy.
Yep.
No, he's very married, I know. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's really a fun play job, you know.
I'm just trying to figure out how you have the time.
Well, I'm the only person I know that, well, except for the other instructors, but they gets paid to work out, you know, so,
yeah.
You know, what could be better? But you just make the time because I'd be in the gym anyway, so why not get paid to do it?
Yeah, that's right.
And it suits my ego needs because I like to stand up in front of people.
Oh, really? Yeah, do you feel, you obviously
I'm
feel
very comfortable in front of people, so, you know, not a problem for me. I'd rather be up front than in the back.
Now, are you on the mic this Friday night at the Wish Ball?
I am not.
Okay.
Trip at Bueno is on the mic for the Wish Ball, so and he is going to be a great MC. So much fun.
This should be a big event.
It will be a great event.
Of course, it's from 8 to midnight. For viewers who may not have attended, this being the 4th annual, and again, to encourage someone to cruise in from Hartsville to make it a weekend. Of course, there's also Dining with Friends this Saturday night at the St. John's Inn. They can still call Care Team. I think at 236-9000 or a number similar to that. They can still call Care Team to learn more about Dining with Friends.
Make it a weekend,
exactly.
absolutely. Yeah, do good works.
And donate to help AIDS prevention as well as to help. Now, the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Make-A-Wish Foundation grants wishes to children with life-threatening illnesses. Okay. And, you know, I was talking with a friend of mine who called me to say that she could not attend the Wish Ball, but she also said that her son had leukemia, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation had granted him a wish. And so she was really sad she couldn't be here because it is an organization that is incredibly dear to her heart. I didn't even know she had a child that had been ill. Wow. So that was huge for me, just so incredibly moving to hear your friends say, this organization means a lot to me. But what we do is, you know, kids that want to go to Disney World or want to go, you know, meet somebody famous, Make-A-Wish can make that happen for them. And, you know, that can make all the difference in the world in a child's life. And when we say life-threatening illnesses, that does not mean terminally ill, which is the big thing because, you know, there's so much hope out there and people really can have a turnaround, and sometimes something like this makes a difference. So it's a, you know, it's a great organization that really does some very worthwhile things, makes people's lives different.
Barbara really drove home that point. It is not terminally ill anymore because
That's true.
What could be life-threatening now.
It just, there's been so many advances, you know, in the treatment of so many different illnesses that's true. A lot of times miracles do happen, and, you know, medical science has come so far. So.
That helps so much in the involvement with groups like the March of Dimes. When you think about Nick Sherpsey coming in and talking about that aspect about, obviously the original kick for that was to fight polio.
Right, exactly.
Polio's
pretty much gone,
virtually. So, I mean, that excitement to then work to help prevent birth defects.
Right, exactly.
Continues to change, so it's very exciting to see that. I was trying to get to give the viewers a sense of the 4 hours. Break down that 8 to midnight for someone who may not have attended the Wish Ball before to encourage them to get in. And I think you said $200 a couple.
$200 a couple,
But if someone doesn't have someone else to bring?
If they don't have someone else to bring, we're pairing up singles.
Okay.
And now there are several different things going on during the event. You can actually buy a whole table if you want to. The event is heavy hors d'oeuvres, you know, beverages, of course. We'll have a band playing Dee Dee Wild, and they are phenomenal. They're from Fort Lauderdale. And this is going to hurt some of the feelings of some of the people on the Grand Strand. They're not beach music.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, but it's true. They're not beach music. But they are a selection of all different types of music. So, you know, there'll be great dancing. And I saw Dee Dee at a function down in Fort Lauderdale, and they are unbelievable. So it'll be a nice change, you know, for some people who don't know how to shag or who, like me, have 2 left feet. So when it comes to shagging. So that'll be kind of a fun thing. The silent auction is going to be open pretty much the entire time. We'll close it about a half an hour before the event ends. So people who win their items can pick up what they've won and clear out. And so the silent auction will be available throughout the evening. And it's going to be basically mingling, dancing, dining, having a great time. Everybody that I've talked to is so excited about going, and I've sold tickets to a great number of people, so it'll be a fun group of people.
Now, you all have an absolute limit on tickets, though, right?
We do have an absolute limit on tickets. And
maybe 250 or 200?
250 tickets is the max. And so, you know, we do need for people to get in touch with us fairly quickly.
But
there's
those
still
tickets
a few
are for
available.
couples.
They're for couples.
Okay,
that's right.
so you will
So
have 500 folks
people
there
max.
is the
Exactly.
absolute limit. And the Dunes Club can house that, and I'm sure it's housed it well many times in the past.
Absolutely, and the Dunes Club is a great location for this because, I mean, anybody who's been to any function at the Dunes Club knows what a beautiful space it is, and great setup for a function like this, and they do a phenomenal job with the food and everything. So.
And that's a great thing when you break down that 4 hours. And again, for a viewer in Hartsville who's thinking about cruising down, you could help give them directions or give them the number for the Dunes Club directly so they can learn how
Yeah,
to
just
get
call
in.
my number, 267-4955, and we'll get them there.
But think about that. Over a 4-hour period, it's really only $25 an hour.
Exactly.
Most of the funds going to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and to have the opportunity to bid on some of those spectacular auction items.
Absolutely.
That's the big deal.
Yeah, it is a great deal.
That's too
It's
cheap.
a great
Y'all
evening.
want to jack the price up.
You know, other organizations have. We're still the best bargain on the beach.
That's
so.
right. That's right.
So that's you know, and it's such a fun event. Make a weekend of it. You know, come down, stay at a hotel. The Marriott's given us some spa packages, so if you win one of the spa packages and you're staying at the Marriott, you can go have a massage, have a facial.
On Saturday.
And it's a great spa, and it's right next door to the Dunes Club, pretty much. So
That's right. Very nice up there.
And we've got other great spa packages too, so you can just make a great weekend out of it, or come back again, which we in the Grand Strand would love. So.
Yes. Mary Jo, I mentioned Scott Plyler, and I should have segued that in for viewers who may not be familiar with that. You've been in banking since '91, I think I saw.
Right. Yes.
You are now.
I started when I was 2.
That's right, or 3.
There you go.
Yeah. Good for you. What prompted the original interest in banking? Is that something you'd studied in college? Or
it was part
banking?
of my education.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a undergraduate in business, and they have a banking specialization, and then got a master's degree in just general business.
Okay.
And started looking around for a career that would be interesting. And the neat thing about commercial banking, which is what I do, and I'm with Carolina First now, just so I can get a plug for my company in there.
Carolina First.
Absolutely.
Carolina First.
But that's right. But you see something different every day. I mean, I financed everything from a hog farrowing operation to a pet crematorium. To restaurants and theaters, and golf courses, of course, which is important in Myrtle Beach. So anyway, it's just a different thing every day, and it's a really fun job. So.
And of course, for Carolina First entrance into Horry, Georgetown County areas, the big opportunity was purchasing Anchor Bank, I guess, a few years ago, which helped open a lot of doors.
It really did. Anchor Bank was, I think, the #1 market share, or pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
And it got some great people, and the marriage has been excellent.
It has
been a wonderful merger, yes.
Now, of course, you'd been at NCNB, I saw, or Nations Bank, and then at Wachovia, and then had left to come to Carolina First in March of '03.
I did, March of '03.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a private banker at Wachovia, and the focus there, was a little bit different than what I do now, but primarily the same thing, doing a lot of commercial lending, focused primarily on medical practices. That's where my specialty lies. But and a lot of us have different specialties. We have one lender that specializes in hotels, and one that knows more about nursing homes, and so we kind of shift into the areas that we know the most about, and so it makes for a good team as well. And but yeah, and Carolina First has been a great home for me. The people are terrific. The company's great, growing, exciting, so really fun.
Now, in a small way, being involved in the print business and seeing some of those great print ads that Carolina First launched with. Scott and I talked about those when we were highlighting them for the Hardball. Shaw Dargan and others, some of the folks in the community.
We've had some great customers.
Some of those
great
ads and statewide. I don't know who came up with that idea, but
well, I've got customers who call me and say, "I want to be in your ads." So I mean, that's great,
That is.
So we're lining up a few more,
I know. How exciting, Mary Jo. And of course, oftentimes, I guess since Carolina First has surpassed a certain level, they're kind of considered a super regional community bank.
Exactly.
Still maintain community bank, or try to maintain that.
We do. Our focus is community bank. We act like a community bank, but we have the capabilities of a big bank. We can do anything the bigger banks can do. We can just usually do it faster. So, and that's what people want. They want a personal approach. We all live in the community. All the decision makers live in our community, and that's a big deal. That's an important thing for a customer.
That is.
I work for Bob Durant through and through, and that is just probably the best privilege I've had in banking, because he understands credit and people and banking better than any manager I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's great to hear. Bob just joined the Horry Georgetown Technical College Foundation Board. He was at our last meeting in Georgetown. We were down in Georgetown a few weeks ago. He just joined the board, and we're really excited to get him on.
Well, he's a great person to have on any board. I mean, he is just a terrific community citizen and, like I said, a terrific banker. I love working with him.
Wow, that's very interesting. Well, we need to call him. Can
Absolutely.
you hook us up or get him on
yeah,
Carolina
you
People?
need to get him on Carolina
Yeah,
People.
we'd like that. This
Absolutely.
is our entree. That's
Yeah.
exciting. Let's try, now, of course, the big focus is this Friday night's
Right.
Wish Ball.
Wish Ball.
As chairman of the board of the Better Business Bureau, you all have a golf tournament on September 15th.
We do. We have a golf tournament on Wednesday, September 15th,
Okay.
a Wednesday afternoon at Myrtle Beach National.
Okay.
And the big thing about that is all those people who like to play golf on Wednesday afternoon, you're doing it for a good cause.
Right.
So
To
come
help
on
the
out and
Better
join
Business
us.
Bureau.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, and they could call you as well,
They can call me as well.
267-4955, to learn about that. I think August 28th, as president-elect status for the Grand Strand Optimist Club, you all are having
We are also having a golf
tournament.
tournament. Absolutely. And that
August
one's at
28th.
Myrtlewood. I'm the
Okay.
golf tournament promoter
You
this
are,
week.
my gal, Mary Jo. It's good to kick off the week with
That's right,
pumping golf tournaments.
with golf tournaments, exactly.
And, again,
And Wish Ball.
That's good for our viewers in the PD and Southeast North Carolina as well. Those folks can travel down anytime.
Exactly.
You said that's at Myrtlewood.
That's at Myrtlewood.
Okay.
It's a 9 a.m. shotgun start.
Right.
And for those people who don't golf, like myself, there is a putt-putt tournament. And I am the chair of that putt-putt tournament.
good.
So for $5, you can come and putt. And
Right.
that makes the non-golfers have something they can do.
Right.
There are also auction items involved with that, so
Yeah.
people can come and buy golf packages, restaurant packages, art, you name it.
That's great.
And all those funds go to the Grand Strand Optimist Club, which is children's charities. This one actually supports the Horry County Shelter Home. And the majority of the proceeds will go to the shelter home. It's in memory of Bob Grissom, which the shelter home was one of his favorite charities. So, it's a great cause. The shelter home is just an amazing place. If you've never been out there doing a work day or seeing those kids, that is a worthwhile project as well to go out there and see the shelter home. But we also do things for the Friendship House, and we have one other exciting project coming up. If you'll allow me to kind of indulge myself.
4 minutes, yes.
The Optimist Club did a video this year with local students and local people called Scared Sober. We are going to distribute this video to schools, churches, any group that wants it, and the video basically kind of educates high school age, primarily the target is high school age kids, on the dangers of drinking and driving. And it's a safety project for us. We have a kickoff on September the 14th at the Magic Attic, and people can come to the Magic Attic and view the video. We're going to do a premiere, a Hollywood-style premiere, and have a little dining, and I think there's going to be a DJ there as well. So it'll be a fun party, and we'll preview our video. There will be a charge for that. It's $5 for students and $10 for adults. And the charge is only to pay the cost of the editing of the video and the distribution. So everybody can get it free of charge that wants it. So it's a great project, and I think something that's really going to benefit the community. So.
How exciting.
Yes.
That was a big deal. Grand Strand Optimist Club committed a lot to do that. I remember Hilda calling me about that.
Absolutely.
And, to say a lot was involved.
Yeah, and we've had some local partnerships with Sam's and Walmart and several other area businesses. But it really has been a big project.
We're excited to be on board to try to help distribute that as well.
Oh, we
There's
appreciate that.
so much going on, and you've highlighted back-to-back-to-back dates. That September 14th and 15th will be slammed for Mary Jo
Absolutely.
Rogers as president-elect of Grand Strand Optimist Club to have that video showing there at the Magic Attic on the 14th. And then on the 15th, obviously, to be helping out with the golf tournament for Better Business Bureau. As chairman of the board, how are you going to have time to do your kickboxing class that morning or your cardio combat?
6 a.m., it's still open, so that's
right.
good.
So you were there an hour ago. That's amazing. Yeah, it's a huge commitment, Mary Jo.
Well, it's a lot of fun. It's just, how can you not support these great causes? So.
Right. Of course, Tammy Eves is with us this Wednesday, and you're going to be serving in that capacity as our auction chairman.
Absolutely.
So as soon as the wish ball's over,
We'll
you're starting
start
to
on
get
the
auction
hardball.
items for us
Exactly.
for the hardball.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mary Jo. That's a huge commitment. If you weren't currently with Carolina First, what do you think you'd be doing, Mary Jo?
I'd be helping my husband sell boats. That's the most fun job on earth.
That must be very, very exciting.
Yep.
And if you weren't currently the chairman of the board of the Better Business Bureau and president-elect of the Grand Strand Optimist Clubs, what charities do you think you'd be even more active with?
Oh, gosh, there's so many out there. I mean, the Cancer Society is a great cause. There's so many great causes out there. I love helping out with the Heart Association. I would be more involved with that. So, there's plenty of opportunity.
267-4955. It's a real simple phone number. If
That's
you were
the
to
number.
learn a little bit about the Wish Ball this Friday night, Friday the 13th, it is your lucky day.
It is my
you
lucky
said.
day, absolutely.
Mary
Friday
Jo's
the
lucky
13th is
day.
my lucky day.
That's
so.
right. So no one's got any worries if they travel down
Absolutely
and
not.
catch you. Particularly if they catch you on the phone, they'll have a chance to meet you if they come in town
Absolutely.
for this Friday night's event, 267-4955. Lastly, if a viewer was on the edge about desiring to come to the Wish Ball this Friday night, what would you say to help push them over?
I'd just say that if you want a great event for a great cause with a really fun group of people, this is the event for you. It really is one of the most fun things I do on the Grand Strand.
Granting wishes to children with
Absolutely.
life-threatening illnesses. Mary Jo, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Greg, thank you.
Absolutely. We are using absolutely this morning. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Mary Jo Rogers coming up next. If you thought Friday the 13th wasn't a lucky day, you haven't been sitting here the last 30 minutes. This Friday, August 13th, the 4th annual Wish Ball to be held at the Dunes Club from 8 to midnight. You can get out there. You heard Mary Jo talk about Dee Dee Wild, a Fort Lauderdale band. They'll be up here cranking the house at the Dunes Club. If you don't know what cranking the house means, you need to call 267-4955. Mary Jo will fill you in. Those are 7 great numbers, 267-4955. 7 amazing things we talked about. The one thing opening up about yacht sales. You want to learn about yacht sales? Give Mary Jo a call. She'll hook you up with her husband. You want to learn about community banking? Give her a call. She can hook you up with Bob Durant or send you to carolinafirst.com. If you want to learn about the Wish Ball, obviously you can call her as well about this Friday night. August 28th, the Grand Strand Optimist Club is putting on the golf tournament in honor and memory of Bob Grissom, the former mayor of Myrtle Beach. A real highlight. A lot's going to be happening August 28th at Myrtlewood. 9/14, September 14th at the Magic Attic. The excitement of getting out there, that video to help prevent drunk driving. There will be a big event that evening. I think that's a Tuesday night. And then on Wednesday, September 15th, the Better Business Bureau. To think about Mary Jo's commitment as chairman of the board of the Better Business Bureau, get out there, support a good cause. The 7th thing, I didn't forget it. If you want to find a kickboxing instructor or a cardio combat instructor, if you want to do weightlifting with a bunch of other ladies and maybe a couple of select guys, you can call 267-4955.